why writing a book is so good for your personal brand. So first of all, there's a big trust accelerator that you're actually writing about something that is your expertise. You're in that niche, so that definitely means that you are someone who is credible and can walk the talk. You're there to be able to actually say, this is how you do it. And these are the things that work. So I think there's a huge credibility piece in that. Adding on from that is the opportunities that come from writing a book. So what do I mean kind of opportunities? Sure, clients will find you, but from that, you'll get media opportunities. So you'll get news interviews, you'll get articles, people want to write blogs, they'll want to invite you onto the radio or TV. All of these things have happened in the wheel of building your personal brand, but also having a book and bringing on the credibility as well. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kelly Lundberg podcast for a solo episode today, all about Deseed the Lemon, my book. I can't believe it's finally here. It's taken, I'd say, the past 12 months to write the book. And I wanted to bring this episode to you to talk about a number of different reasons. The journey behind the book, why Deseed the Lemon. But I also wanted to touch upon kind of when it comes to brand building, the advantages to actually writing your own book. Because guess what? Everyone has a book in them. Well, I've actually found out I've got 2 books in me. I first published my first one back in 2009, all about entrepreneurship. And I never knew I was ever going to really write another one. And that was all about different businesses that were here in the UAE, entrepreneurs that inspired me at the time. And it was sponsored by Lloyds TSB Bank. So it was a self-published book, and it was a great opportunity and one that actually made me understand that there's so much authority in actually writing a book. So here we go. 15 years later, I decide to bring all my experience together of what it's taken to build my own personal brand and to build clients' personal brands. And all the stories, 66,000 words, are in here, and you can buy it on Amazon. It is on Audible. It is on Kindle. It is available to everyone. And what I've done is I've broken down into 7 easy slices. Get it? Deseed the Lemon. These 7 slices are really actionable strategies that you can implement into your personal brand. The concept behind Deseed the Lemon, well, this is actually a metaphor. So this metaphor has come from my Scottish granny, who always used to have hot water with lemon in the morning, and she always used to remove the pips when she had a hot water with lemon. And I used to say to her, Granny, why do you do that? And she's like, well, there's nothing worse than having a hot water with lemon and then you've got pips floating around the top or at the bottom. It's quite an interesting aspect on looking at that as a metaphor, because for me, Deseed the Lemon then became this strong metaphor of it's the small things that you do that have a really big impact. The small things of removing the pips can actually have a big impact onto how you enjoy a drink. And I've taken that metaphor into every aspect that I do within my business, within life. It's the small things. It's when you deseed the lemon, it has a huge impact on how people perceive you, on how confident you feel about yourself, and how you can build your personal brand. Because here's the thing, so much in personal branding, we know what we should be doing, but we maybe just don't know how to implement it on a consistent basis. And that is where this book comes in. I had a launch last month, which is super exciting. Hosted it in Podster Studio in Dubai in the UAE. I really wanted to do a hybrid launch, and this was for me an opportunity to connect with people all around the world because I have clients everywhere. And I also wanted to bring people into the studio and make it a real personable event as well. So we did just that. My mum flew out from Scotland to support me. She was the only one that's been at my first book launch in 2009 and was at this one in 2024. I can't believe it, 15 years later. It was great to have so many of my clients, which I talk about in the book. Everything that I share is all about actionable strategies that either I've done, clients have done or that I genuinely know that work because they've been tried and tested. It's not, I went to this university and I learned this. It's all real life aspects, real life strategies, real life implementation, things that you can be doing today. So make sure that you download your copy. Now, to build on from the aspect of why writing a book is so good for your personal brand. So first of all, there's a big trust accelerator that you're actually writing about something that is your expertise. You're in that niche. So that definitely means that you are someone who is credible and can walk the talk. You're there to be able to actually say, this is how you do it. And these are the things that work. So I think there's a huge credibility piece in that. I think there's also adding on from that is the opportunities that come from writing a book. So what do I mean kind of opportunities? Sure, clients will find you, but from that, you'll get media opportunities. So you'll get news interviews, you'll get articles, people want to write blogs, they'll want to invite you onto the radio or TV. And this has happened exactly. So 2 weeks before my book launch, I was invited on to Dubai Eye and I was on the Business Breakfast. From the Business Breakfast, I then get the opportunity to feature in a podcast and on another international magazine. From the Business Breakfast, I got an opportunity to work with a leading bank. And all of these things have happened in the wheel of building your personal brand, but also having a book and bringing on the credibility as well. There's also the aspect of monetization. So a lot of people do think that when they write a book that they're going to be the next J.K. Rowling and they're going to make loads of money. And maybe that will happen. But let me tell you, I have spent a lot more on this book and it will be unlikely that the book sales will cover that. What does make money is speaking opportunities. And I was very aware of that. In my first book, I was really naive and I was like, I'm going to make all these sales from a book. But it really is just more of a calling card. It's an opportunity to give to people so that they can learn more about you. But sure, you can sell them. We've sold hundreds of copies so far. But the real piece in the monetization is the speaking events, because there's credibility that comes with it so that you can actually charge more for speaking events because you are credible. This has taken a lot of time. There's more than 12 months worth of weekends that I've given up to sit down and write 66,000 words so you can learn in a weekend what you need to be working on for your personal brand. With that comes the monetization aspect of speaking events, even through podcasting opportunities, sponsors. Thank you very much, travel counsellors, on this particular episode of all being able to grow your visibility, reach a new market, and ultimately help other people. Because I think this is the foundation of what writing a book is all about. You've got knowledge you want to share and you want to inspire other people to make more of an impact. That's the purpose of writing this. So that's where we are with Deseed the Lemon. Elevate your personal brand one pip at a time. Did I write it all myself? Absolutely. A lot of people have asked me, did you get help? I did work with a publishing consultant, write business results. And that was because I wanted someone to help pull it together for me. So what do I mean by that? I needed accountability on making sure that my chapters were written. And I work so well when I have coaches and mentors around me. So they gave me the accountability and the structure to make sure that chapters were submitted on particular deadlines. And then after that, they put the whole book together for me. So they made the front cover, they put it on Amazon for me, they did the inside cover. So it basically was I only had to deal with one person to get everything done and have the book online within 12 months. So I know that you have it in you. It might be maybe not something you're thinking about right now, but down the line, it's just that whole aspect of thinking about how can you help other people with your expertise in your niche. If you enjoyed this episode and you're watching it on YouTube, give it a thumbs up. If you like this, please leave a review. If you've purchased the book and you've liked it and you've got value from it, I really rely on Amazon reviews for other people to see it on visibility. So if you've enjoyed it, then make sure you leave us a review. Thank you so much for your support. If you've got any questions about writing a book for your personal brand, drop me a DM. I'll do my best to answer it. Or maybe I can answer it in a podcast or on a reel. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.